We have to ask ourselves that. We have to be real with ourselves and ask us, are we getting back what we're giving in? Stop taking these jobs that pay you less than what you deserve for the work that you know you put in. Hello again, mystical light beings, and welcome to Lena Mystic. Today, we're just going to be talking about how life is an experiment. And I feel like this is a beautiful topic. I've been saying this for a few years now. Life really is an experiment. Why? Because nobody knows what the hell we're doing. We're all trying different variables. We're all trying different things, and we're trying to see what works out. And to be honest, sometimes people can try the same experiment and do it the same exact way and still get different results. And when it comes to us as people, as humans, we really have to think about who we are and what variables speak to us, what dreams speak to us, to figure out how to get it to react the way that we want it to, how we want it to work out. And I just want to thank Spirit for being here real quick, because speak through me, baby, okay? But we really have to figure out how to make these things happen for us. And at least that's how we feel. We have to figure it out. We have to figure it out. I just want to say, just like experiments, you can make your hypothesis, you can make your predictions, but usually that's not exactly the way life works out. I mean, we can try to say what we want the conclusion to be, what we want the result to be. We want to make so-and-so happen. We can say that, but we're gonna have to try out a lot of different techniques to make that happen. And sometimes we get it by making this X happen, this thing happen, and then we try that same formula again, it doesn't work. And why? Because we've grown out of that doesn't resonate with us anymore. Now we're on another step. So there's a lot I kind of want to discuss in this video, and one thing is doing different methods to make the same thing happen. Like, if it doesn't work the first time when you try it, you can try it again in that same method and see if it works. But it's so important that we learn from our experiences and we try different methods. If you're trying something and you've tried it over and over and over again and it doesn't work, sometimes you gotta let go of maybe what you are trying out, or the method that you're trying out, or sometimes you have to let go of that thing. And let me put this more in terms so you can understand what I'm saying. Let's use relationships as an example. Sometimes you are trying so hard to make it work, but it's not healthy. There's yelling, there's fighting, there's screaming, there's even hitting sometimes. Those things you have to let go. You have to let go, because once the abuse is brought into it, a lot of the times you can't get out of that abuse with the person that you're in a relationship with. That is the pattern, okay? And some of us, we lose ourselves in these relationships thinking that love looks like this, love looks like that. It doesn't. Love never looks like abuse. I don't care if you're a parent and a child relationship, love doesn't look like abuse. That is pain inside of someone that comes in the form of abuse. But that is not, I'm showing you love and that's why I do this. That's not it. And I want everybody to get that out of their head. I've been seeing a lot of this. I've been hearing a lot of this, and that is not love. It's not love. So if you think that you can fix something that is abusive, I ask you and I implore you to step away from it before it turns to something that you can't step away from, like someone getting seriously injured or it being fatal. And this is just an example, but I really want you guys to put this in perspective. If there's something a job that is repeatedly abusing you, paying you under everybody else, but you're the one keeping things together, you're the glue, we cut that off. We find somewhere else that loves us, that provides for us, that respects. Respect is a huge thing, guys, and I'm starting to get really invested in this now. Getting invested. Respect is a huge thing. Honey, my job ain't got to love me, but they need to respect me. I am big on leaving jobs and companies the moment they show signs of disrespect and I say something and they look at me like I'm crazy. I'm out of there. And people be so appalled. You were so good here, though. No, I'm not. I might have executed my job efficiently, but honey, I can't be in environments like this that treat people like this. We don't do that around here. And this is some real ish, okay? You guys need to start standing up for yourself and figuring out, what do I want for myself? And it seems like this is the age, or this is the time of people breaking out of these old patterns and old routines. Get out of these old patterns and old routines by asking yourself, what is it that I want for me? What is it that I want for me? Has this place provided that for me? Has this relationship provided that for me? If it hasn't, it's time to go. And if you already, if you haven't already said something to these places, these people, these things, say something. Challenge them by saying, hey, I was looking more of this. Is this something we can work out? Love and respect will show you that they will. But if they don't, I'm not sure there's much love and respect there. And now I don't want you guys to take this out of proportion and think about something as simple as, my husband won't put the toilet seat down. Like, okay, honey, that takes a little bit for you to break your husband into, okay? We don't have to leave the relationship and call that abuse. But something more serious, like, I don't like when you tell me I can't go out with my girls. Or I don't like when you, I don't know, stalk me or something. I can't think of anything, but these things that either completely neglect you, for example, jobs paying you well below what you should be getting paid, that is neglect. I still consider that as neglect. If you are doing a job that is worth in your state $70,000 and you're getting paid $20,000 for it, unacceptable. Straight up unacceptable. Even if this is a small business, unacceptable. I really, cutthroat, I really don't care. It's unacceptable. We have to be willing to take a stand and say, this is what I deserve and this is what I want for myself. If you're working a job and this job isn't even paying for the necessities that you need in your life, I implore you, look for something else. Look for something else. Because there's too much disrespect going on right now. I mean, you guys are seeing the SAG go on strike. You're seeing pilots go on strike. You're seeing nurses go on strike. Why? Because people are tired of taking other people's okay? They're tired of it. If we don't take a stand, and it doesn't have to be dramatic. You don't have to say, I'm not showing up to work, and that's it. No. Honey, put in your 2 weeks. Find a new job. It depends on how you want to do it. If you want to start a protest, okay, honey, you do that. But if you want to, smoothly transition into this new phase in your life, I ask you, don't make the decision today, but at least try to figure out what it is you want for yourself. What do I want for myself? And then I also want you to imagine the places and the people and the things that you're already giving your focus to. And I want you to connect to it. Close your eyes. How does X and X make me feel? We gotta change something, okay? If you start cringing and your stomach starts turning and your head starts hurting when you're thinking about a job or a person, we need to rethink and reevaluate. Because there are many people and places that will make you smile and feel genuine love, genuine respect, genuine happiness, genuine joy, genuine gratitude. There's so many places that would make you feel that. So I ask you to really connect to what these people, places, and things, how they make you feel. How do they make you feel? Because if they're not giving you any good feelings, We got to rethink the situation. And sometimes in abusive situations or some of these unhealthy situations that people get involved in, they get like one compliment here and there and they just take it to the moon. And I'm like, I love that you could be that happy off of a compliment, but honey, are your bills paid? We have to ask ourselves that. We have to be real with ourselves and ask us, are we getting back what we're giving in? We got to rethink that, because a lot of you are going to end up burnt out and asking yourself, why is it that I'm not doing enough and I already feel this way? It's because you are doing more than enough. You're just not getting anything back. If you keep repeatedly finding yourself burnt out, somebody's not helping. Somebody's not putting out what they're supposed to be putting out. Somebody's not putting in enough effort. So I ask you to reevaluate what you want and reevaluate how it connects to what you're already being given and the positions that you're already in, the relationships you're already attending to. Breathe, research even, look it up. You stuck at a job? Look up how to get out. Look up opportunities that are similar to it. Revamp your resume. Stop sitting on the stuff you need to do to get out. You can do literally everything else other than looking on how to get out. Stop taking these jobs that pay you less than what you deserve for the work that you know you put in. Stop it. I'm tired of seeing people who work so hard getting paid so little that they can't afford their bills. I'm tired of it. And I know that's the norm right now, but I'm tired of it. So choose better for yourself. And even if some of those better jobs don't say yes, pray that the job that is aligned for you does. I do this pretty often, and I've been doing it more so lately. And I tell you, I got a job offer that was so close to exactly what I was asking for, I couldn't turn it up. Not only was it what I was asking for monetarily, but it was also what I was asking for emotionally, physically, all of that. A safe parking lot, like these little details. Safe parking lot, pay X amount. The people who live there are blah, blah, blah. I get my own space, or I get my own desk, or I get this and I get that, and these are my benefits. Maybe not everything's going to be on that list, but there's got to be some non-negotiables that you have, and you need to put those at the top of your list. But get what you deserve. Same thing relationships. Same thing with relationships. I want a girl that's got a job. Okay, get you a girl that's got a job. I want a girl that's looking to get married at least in the next blah, blah, blah years. I want a girl who cares so much about herself and loves herself and is independent but also willing to work together. Okay, get you that and figure out what your non-negotiables are. Some people might say my non-negotiables, they can't be under 6 feet. Honey, I don't know what they got out there in this dating pool, but I hope the best for you. If that is a non-negotiable, you go get your over 6 feet man or woman. Okay? But I just want you guys to think about that. What are your non-negotiables for what you want in your life? What goals are you trying to reach? Where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Where do you see yourself in the next 2 years? So really think about those things and how you can get them. Because once you start thinking about that, the wheels start turning, things start getting manifested. But really think about this before you make any major moves. I want you to think and feel this. Think and feel your way through this. I love you guys, and I want you to know that I support your dreams so much so that I'm telling you, get out. Plan your getaway, okay? And I want you to go ahead and comment what you're experiencing right now, what opportunities you're trying to get out of, what relationships, what the relationship maybe looks like that you're trying to get out of, what the new opportunities you just received. People who can speak to this and say, yeah, I went through this and it helped my life leaving that job. My life changed and transitioned when I left this place. I want you guys to comment that down below. and I love you, and I hope that everything works out for you. And I'll see you in another video.